So President Trump has dragged us
This is what
into
she
war
just said
against
about
Iran,
the Iran war.
and we're all paying the price. Service members have died, oil prices are soaring, and we are facing a global economic crisis over the Strait of Hormuz. One big reason, Donald Trump's go-it-alone approach to blowing up longstanding American alliances. He has insulted and tariffed just about everyone, and he launched this war alongside Israel without telling our other allies. And then, when he sees gas prices skyrocket, Donald Trump changes his tune and starts begging our allies to help us patrol the Strait of Hormuz. And our partners have said they want to help, but only if the fighting stops. Admiral Correll, U.S. Strategic Command is responsible for strategic deterrence and nuclear operations. And you have said repeatedly that alliances are critical to deterrence. So, Admiral, do Russia and China think that our alliances are strong when our partners refuse to help?
My military assessment is that they continue to think they're very strong, and I think China and Russia's behavior in terms of attempting to undermine those alliances demonstrates their continued concern for America's alliances.
You know, I just have to say, your answer makes no sense to me. That Russia and China watch us insult our allies, then beg for their help, and then our allies don't give that help. And you think Russia and China think there's an alliance that's working just great. Look, it is not only an embarrassment when the president begs and our allies say no, it is a national security threat because our enemies take note of that. It is your job to advise the Secretary about how to deter our greatest threats. And you're telling me your view is there's no threat here. And I'm just telling you, that just does not bear credible analysis. So look, Trump has alienated many of our allies, and those costs are becoming clear. At the same time, we have launched war with Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu, who seems to be pursuing a completely different set of objectives. And President Trump is unwilling or unable even to rein in Netanyahu. On March 18th, the Netanyahu government bombed one of the region's largest oil fields. Trump then posted that the U.S. didn't even know in advance and that we didn't want further oil strikes because of the economic danger that it would pose. So, Admiral, does it enhance strategic deterrence to have major partners undermining explicit U.S. policy goals?
Senator, I respectfully disagree with your overall assessment. And,
what part do you disagree with? That Trump posted that we didn't know and didn't agree with what Netanyahu did, but Netanyahu did it anyway? What part are you disagreeing with?
Senator, I can just speak to my portfolio and my responsibilities. And, our capabilities remain ready to respond and deter. And they deter each and every day.
I appreciate that, but that is not my question. My question is, does it enhance strategic deterrence to have major partners undermining explicit U.S. policy goals?
Strong mill-to-mill relationships and our alliance network are part of our overall deterrence.
Look, again, your answer just lacks any credibility. If this administration can't keep its main partner in line and can't keep its own story straight, then we've got a problem. In June, the White House issued a press release proclaiming that, quote, Iran's nuclear facilities have been obliterated and suggestions otherwise are fake news. And yet now, Iran's nuclear program is one of the many changing reasons that the administration has given for this war. So, Admiral Correll, let me ask one more. Does it help strategic deterrence when the White House changes its story minute by minute on the reasons for this war?
Senator Warren, the witness on 3 occasions has said that he is declining to answer that question because he disagrees with the premise. I appreciate that members are able to make whatever points they want, but I think it's clear why he's unable to answer your question, because he completely disagrees with the premise.
I'm glad that it's clear to you, Mr. Chairman, but with respect, I don't understand what part of the premise he disagrees with. I'm stating facts here.
Well,
and I'm asking if those facts are helpful for the United States or unhelpful for the United States.
Admiral, you can answer the question if you're able.
I have no further comments to make other than what I've previously said.
Thank you, Senator Warren.